Hello fellow comrades, I hereby welcome you at this video review of Soviet analog N3013 lab oscilloscope, or as Russians would call it, oscillograph N3013 manufactured by P.O. Krasnodarsk ZIP, back in a howling 1984. Quite truly an interesting piece of engineering. Oscilloscope has three main control buttons which read разветвление, which means separation, synchronizация, which means synchronization, and operating frequencies from 1 Hz to 10 kHz. For its size, the weight is not as significant, around 4.4 pounds. At the back we have crocodile-style clamp, for grounding purposes of course. At the end we have a stamp saying price of the item, production date and operating voltages and frequencies. Interestingly, oscilloscope has a weird range of operating voltages, 220 and 36 volts. And here we have a fuse, 0.25 amps, standard for even today's electronics. But at first glance it might not be as apparent, but this oscilloscope was double purpose and was meant to be powered from on-board power of military vehicles. Let's peep inside the hole. There we can see two connectors for 36 and 220 volts. The outside body still has original warranty seal, which for its age is incredible. The wall socket is standard for Soviet electronics, nothing special here. But here comes the twist. The coating on wire throughout the years was able to maintain its near-perfect appearance despite the sun rays. Here, for comparison, we have a wire that was exposed to environment for 40 years. Just look at the color difference. The original packaging was quite simple, two sets of probes for X and Y positioning, and would you look at that? Let's plug it in and power it on. Hold on, let me dim my lights. And power. Nothing seems to happen, none of the switches seem to do anything. Hold on, I think I know what the problem is. Hold on, I think I know what the problem is. Let's check the fuse. And yes, as expected, I messed up the voltage setting. Instead of 220, it was set to 36. What a pity. Let's revise the manual and see what we can do about this. The manual is nicely written, let me tell you that. Every section of the manual has a nice division in detail explaining all the aspects of the device, and under section of порядок предъявления претензий, order of issuing claims, we can see a little mishap by the speculants. They added 1 to the initial price, making it 160 rubles instead of just 60 rubles. Let's cut the crap and get to the scheme and see if there's even a point in having this fuse replaced. And, as we can see, these contacts are going to the transformer, making the survival odds a bit higher. So, let's give it a shot. Here are the new fuses, which are rated for 0.5 amps, which is above recommended and is quite risky to insert. And, as we know, bigger doesn't mean better. Here's a side-by-side comparison, and of course, the Soviet fuse as well. Blown just feels much sturdier and nicer to look at, while the modern one just looks very depressing. Let's insert our fuse, rotate the device, and this time hopefully pick the right voltage. Insertion process is straightforward, just push and rotate. Let's plug it in and see if oscilloscope shows us any signs of life. And yes, there is an image on our little 50 by 40 screen. As I read in the manual, this oscilloscope is only accurate from range of 1 Hz to 10 kHz. Anything above it will of course display, but deviations are catastrophical and couldn't be farther from the actual readings. But as of now, that's all I have for you, and if you have any questions or suggestions, you are welcome to write them down in the comment section. Увидимся в следующем видео. Ребятки, пока!